So we continue. So I will go back to my Canadian mutual fund. That is the place where we usually always stay. Maybe you have seen when I click here. If I just click in the column, you'll see something happening on my screen. And if I click again, you see something happening. What happens is that every time I click into, I will just take that out of here just to have clear space. Every time I click into a column, it, it classifies from top to bottom, bottom to up. It classified my mutual fund right now because I was in the first column. It classified them, it sorted them by alphabetical order. So it gave me the numbers first and then the A funds and then all to the Z. And if I do the opposite, I will see we don't have mutual fund at R for the little is Y. So, but every column that you will see along the workstation, you can categorize. Let's see the Morningstar rating, for example. I can go and just click in the column. It will sort them from 0 to 5. Or if I don't want to go back and forth, I just click here and I will sort, let's say, descending. And now I have all the 5 stars funds, and you can see at the bottom of my screen the 19,000 are there, and it is on page 1 of 199 because we are showing 100 funds per page. So we have 199 pages. But at the beginning, just to be sure, at the beginning when I did that, is that just sorting the 100 funds I have on screen? No. It's sorting all the 19,000. It's just showing me the first 100. And I can go, let's say, for the 6-month return, the month end here that we have. We see the 6-month return, so the descending. So I will see the best mutual fund. Wow, okay. I'm seeing them with you. 240%. That's a good return. So you can look at that fund, what it is. And we have 34% and of course going down. And you can do that for all the columns you have that. That set of columns, by the way, it's called the basics. You have other one that we will see later. This set of columns is called the basics. Let's just say that I want to, and oh yeah, something else that I want to talk to you about. Of course, every mutual fund that you see here that is underlined, it's because you can click them and you can have, of course, the file of the fund and the report of the fund, the HTML report. We will not go there now, but here you have the code. And if you click the code of the fund, you will have, let's see here, the BNS. It's a no sale or redemption. Wow, it is. The minimum investment is $1 million. There is no front, of course, and it is not a fund from everybody, of course. And you can see there is no redemption fees. That's all right. I will now go to something more familiar. Let's see the AGF Canadian allocation. And it is written multiple. If I click on multiple here, you can see that this fund can be sold in many different ways, like AGF 280, 293, and 980 are 3 different ways of front end, low sales, or deferred sales charge. Everyone is $500. The pack minimum is $25. Here, maximum front end is 6% in my day and age. When in 1987, by the way, it was 9% when I began in the mutual fund industry. You have a switch max of 2% fees. Usually they waive them. You have a DSC commission, and this here, you have the DSC commission, deferred sales charge. And you can see that this one, after 3 years, you don't have anymore. And the other one is more old school. It takes about 7 years. So it is for 8 years. It has to be in there for 8 years. Point of attention here. Those are for information. It gives you an idea. It gives you information. But remember, it's not official. So it is what AGF sent to Morningstar. So there can be 2 types of error. AGF may have sent the wrong information to Morningstar, or Morningstar may have some problem and it can be mixed up. So those information are for information but if you want to make a transfer, you want to make a transaction, always go back to the original mutual fund website, or better yet, phone the fund company to be sure that you have the right information. It has happened to me in the past. It's not fun when you have an error on that. So you can, of course, you can click on any of those and you will have all that information. And the last thing I wanted to show you in this second video is that if you remember Paul Track, maybe that you can highlight in green and you can have like a working list. You don't have that here, but you see the little blue. And remember my the right mouse click, and then you will have here the add to working list. This add to working list is if you remember in Paul Track, when you highlight and you put them in green, you click this and it looks like nothing has happened. Why do I do that? So what you want to do is you go here and you see, you click view the working list. So that working list is just for now. If you go, let's see, you do this, and let's see, you do this, you go elsewhere, and we go back in research, and we are in the mutual fund, you will see the working list. But let's see, if we go into the F class fund and I click view the working list, I will not have a working list because I am in the universe. If I go into the Canada indexes, I will not see my working list because I am in that universe. So that working list is only good when I am in the Canada Mutual Fund universe and I haven't lost it. It is still there. So it's very good when I have an idea, I want to compare, I want to do this, I want to do that, but it will not be safe. If I close my software, if I close the program or I have a problem, I will lose it. So we will see how we can make a portfolio or a mutual fund list out of that. But it is very, very useful when you want to you don't want to create a portfolio, you don't want to create a list, you just want to have 3 or 4 different funds and you want to do something with them, maybe some kind of report or just analyze them. So that is the way to do that. So you go there, and if I just go here and I do 3 more, right click, add to working list, I am there, and they are added. If there is one that I don't want anymore, or 2, I click them, right click, and then it is deleted. It will not be deleted from the database. It will not be deleted out of Morningstar. It will just be deleted from the working list that we have there. So we don't have any harm done. It's just that, oh, no, I don't want this one. You take it out and that's it. Another thing to note when you are into that view, I'm trying to find everything is pretty good, but sometimes you will want to have a column to be let's say wider, and you can take your mouse and you will see the cursor here. Yeah, and whoops, you have to be just like that, and you can have a wider column. Okay, and you can have it smaller, but it will not stay. So it's not your fault. It's very frustrating sometimes, but you would like to have it or larger or smaller. You cannot. So you can do it when you are on the screen and you want to see it, and you want, yes, it will be there. But the minute you go elsewhere or you do anything, you will lose. If I classify, no. If I sort, no. But if I go here, if I go there and then I do this and I go back, you notice that I have lost the width. So you can play with that sometimes, just because to show more, or you want to see more, or you want to be right now I don't have the example in my sometimes it's because we don't see everything that is written there. And one last thing is that you see here the 1 month return, month end. It is written month end everywhere. Is because it is online. So I could have something more accurate. Right now I'm recording this, it is March 1st, so month end is perfect. It was yesterday. But if I was, let's say, in the middle of the month and I want to have more accurate, I can have up to date. I can have statistics up to date. I don't have to wait for the download. I don't have to wait for the end of the month to have my returns, especially when we have big swing in the market. So right now you see it's month end. It is okay for today, but in 2 weeks you can choose something else, and we'll see that later on in another lesson.